Okay, a very good morning, Level 7A, and welcome back to our online learning program. So, it's the weekend. What day are we on today? Yep, that's right. Today we're on September 4th, 2020. Very good. Have you all eaten your breakfast? Good. Do you guys have any plan to go somewhere this weekend? Or are you guys going to go to Pagoda? Okay. Also, quick reminder, don't forget to send me in your homework. Important. Okay? Good. So for session 1 today, we're going to be covering up Speaking Tutor 1A. Today's lesson, we're going to be looking at dialogue practice, helping out, and more interview questions, okay, on page 114 and 115. But before we go there, let's do a quick lesson review on what we've done so far. Do you remember what we've done so far? Now we're Speaking Tutor 1A. Right, very good. So in Speaking Tutor 1A so far, we've done dialogue, helping out. We completed those blanks using the words in the box. And also we did some vocabulary, remember? Environment, flowers, doorbell, and backyard. We also listened to track 23. And also finishing off comprehension check as well. That was to be done either part of your homework or part of your classwork. I hope you remember what all these words mean. Environment, flowers, doorbell, and backyard. Yeah? So these questions was already mainly asked you in the beginning of the video most of the times. Just a review. Alright? Okay, so for today's lesson, we're going to be looking at page 114 and 115 in your Speaking Tutor 1A. Dialogue practice, helping out, and more interview questions. But let's first do the dialogue helping out first, okay? So open your book to page 114. Complete the exercise. We're going to complete the exercise today, okay? So let's have a look. Dialogue practice helping out. It's your turn. Role play this dialogue with a buddy. Select different answers each time. So you see there are words in the yellow box, in the yellow piece of paper, pin box, okay? So a ding dong, you remember what that word means? So it's the sound of the bell at the door when someone's here. They press the bell and it hears ding dong. Okay? All right. Let's read the conversation together. A, I'll get it. Hey. B, hi. You're all? Okay. We're going to do this. I rang the bell. Okay, so what were you doing when I rang the bell? Oh, A, I was. B, can I help? A, that would be. B, so why are you doing that? A, because I wanted to do part to help save the environment. B, that's cool. A, exactly. Plus I love. Okay, so these are just to read you some in a dialogue practice. But what you need to do, you can either fill in the blanks yourself, okay, or you can choose the words from the pin on the right, okay. So you can choose the word on the right, or you can choose your own word. So here we go. So maybe we can go another practice, and I can give you some example. A, so the doorbell rang, yeah, ding dong. A, I'll get it. Hey James. Hi Maria. You're all wet. What were you doing when I rang the doorbell? Oh, I was doing some dishes. Can I help? That would be nice. Why are you doing that? Because I want to I want to do my part to save the environment. Well, that's cool. But why? Why are you doing that? Well, exactly, because plus I love helping out too, okay? So I love working outside, or I love swimming. So it's your choice to do this, okay? So these are the easiest one that you can do. You can do it either for your homework or for your classwork, okay? So that is easy. And the next one is on page 115. We are going to do the completing the exercise as well using did, when, what, where, how, was, are. Okay? So you remember doing all this. We did this before many times before. Okay. So fill in the question words and select the answer with your buddy. I know you don't have a buddy, but this can be done by yourself. Or if you have a sibling at home who can help you, that's great. Alright, so we have did, when, what, where, how, was, are. Okay? So let's have a look at the first one. Number 1. What were you doing when the snowstorm started? Well, I was riding the car with my dad. Now, with the answers, you can fill in your own answers or you can choose the answers below. Okay? So here, they're picking out the answers from the bottom of the questions, right? But for you, if you want, it's your choice to choose your own answers, to write your own answers. So, what were you doing when the snowstorm started? Well, I was washing the dishes at home, okay, with my mom or something. Okay, so not necessarily you have to choose the 3 choices at the bottom of the questions. Okay, but it's there to help you, all right? So speaking tutor generally is very easy, and I mean there's not much to do here anyway, so you kind of need to complete the exercises, and we almost come to the end of the book now anyways too, because so please make sure that you complete this work for your classwork or part of your homework, and then send it to me so I can look at them. All right, very good. Okay, so it looks like now comes to the end of session 1. Goodbye, everyone. Stay tuned. Don't go away. We'll see you in a bit for session 2. Bye-bye. Alright, welcome back to session 2. Now for session 2 today, we're going to be looking at writing Bright 1. So for writing Bright 1 today's class, we're going to be looking at science, okay? So writing sentences with a subject, and we're going to talk about life cycle of a plant. Alright, but before we go there, let's do a quick lesson review on what we've already done so far in our writing Bright 1. Do you remember what we've done so far in our writing Bright 1? That's right. So far in our Writing Bright 1, we completed writing better sentences, combining the sentences using and, remember? And also completed exercise 1 and 2. So that was not very difficult. And now, by now, you should know how to write sentences using and why we're using and in the sentences, okay? Because sometimes we don't want to make the sentence boring, so by adding and to make the sentence less long, okay? And then it also makes more sense. And it's nicest to add and into a sentence form. All right? Okay. So for today's class, we're going to be looking at on page 54. We're going to talk about a life cycle of a plant. Now, are you familiar with the life cycle of a plant? Do you know what is a life cycle of a plant is? Okay, don't worry. If you don't know, we're going to look at it together. Okay? All right. Let's have a quick look of what is a life cycle of a plant. Here you are. Well, a life cycle of a plant starts life as seed. So as you can see, first we have the seed on the picture, okay, which germinates and grows into a plant, okay, produces flowers, which are fertilized and produce seeds in a fruit or seed pod. Okay, so it's a seed pod. So first it becomes a seed, and then it grows into a little bit of roots called sprout. Then the leaf and the stem roots started, and also a flower, and then it grows into a flower, and it grows back into a fruit. And when the fruit died, sometimes it gives out seed and put it back into the ground, and it's recycled. So the seed then becomes the seed then goes back into the ground, and then it's recycled, starts all over again. Okay. It's not like us, okay? So it's very easy to grow plants. If you have seeds, you just have to put them in the soil, make sure you look after it very properly, have enough sunlight, okay? So the plants then eventually die, leaving seeds which germinates, produce new plants. So you see, when the plant die, right? Sometimes the fruit dies with it as well, and then it basically grows back into the ground, and it gives new plants. Okay, so as you can see in the picture, seed, sprout, leaf, stem, root, flower, and fruit. So growing, again, like I said before, growing vegetables, growing flowers, growing fruits, very, very easy as long as you have the seeds, right? So when the seed grows into plants and then it gives fruit, eventually that died, and then the fruit also, dies too. But then let's not forget there's seeds in there, even though the plant died, but the seed is still there. So the seed then can be regrow into a fertilizer, like the soil, okay? And then it grows back into a new plant. So it's very easy. That's what I do at home. So when, at home, when for example, if my vegetables goes bad, like my tomatoes, okay, goes bad, I take out the seed and then I grow the seed, and I have tomato tree at home now. Okay, so it's very easy. If you have a pot of plants at home, you can just grow something in it. Try to use recycled vegetables, So it's cool. It's good, and make sure that you give enough sunlight as well. It's very, very important. All right. Good. So that's a life cycle of a plant. Sometimes people doesn't know. But remember, you're gonna say, but teacher, what about people? Yeah, well, people also have cycle of life as well. They die, they grow old. They born, they grow up, they grow old, they die, they grow. It's the same. But we're not the same as plants. Okay, don't compare. All right, let's now have a look at vocabulary. So in our vocabulary, there's not really a definition for it, but we're just going to read it together, okay? So let's look at the first one. Will burst open. So when the seed grows, the seed started to root, the outsider of the seed will start burst open, okay? Fall off. Will grow into a big plant. Will grow into the soil. The soil is the thing that you put the seed into the pot. Dirt. Another word is for dirt. Okay. Will come into flowers. Will come to the flowers. Okay. So these are the ones that's gonna how it grows in plants grow. All right. So that should be very easy. Okay. Excellent. Now the next one is exercises. What you need to do, you need to complete the sentences using the right words. We already did. Are you familiar with the life cycle of plants? Please go back. And here what you need to do, you need to choose these words, 5 words, and put it into the sentences. All right? Let's do the first one together. Number 1, a plant starts its life as a seed. Under the ground, the seed will what? Will go into the soil and roots will grow. Above the ground, a small baby plant called a seedling will come up. Okay, so for the next exercise for 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, you're going to have to do it for either classwork or your homework. Okay, so please make sure that you need to complete them at the end of the session today. All right. Okay, all good. I hope you understand what the life cycle of plants is. Questions will come after. Okay, so please make sure that you copy the vocabulary into your checklist. Also, you need to copy the understanding of what is the life cycle of plant as well. Okay, that's very important because sometimes I'm going to ask you questions and maybe I'm going to ask you procedures of how to grow plants. All right. Okay, well, it's Friday. I don't want to keep everybody waiting. And all right, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for participating in our online learning program. Reminder, this weekend, please don't forget to do your homework and classwork sent to me with personal telegram once done. Goodbye, all, and have a great day ahead and have a great weekend. Okay? Have a great, great weekend. See you all on Monday. Goodbye.